But only you can make that so for you. I can't do it for you. So in 1986, I answered an ad in the classifieds that said, "Seminar leader wanted." I had a job selling classified advertising, so I saw the classifieds sometimes a little sooner than everybody else, and I was looking for that opportunity. I answered that ad. I met an individual named Tony Morris from Dallas, Texas. And within about 3 months, Tony had introduced me to Jim Rohn. He was unlike anyone I had ever heard. Now, in 1978, when I got out of the Air Force, took my first job selling cookware. Answered the wrong ad, obviously. It's not what they said in the paper, but I mean, that's where I was hanging out for a while. But the best thing I got from a gentleman named Chuck Ray, I got to know who Zig Ziglar was. Had a huge impact on me. You know, Zig was just somebody I could relate to because we're both from a small town in the South. We both talk funny. But Zig had all these things, and he talked so fast, man. Even I had a hard time keeping up with him. And he told me a lot of stuff that I needed to do, but until Mr. Rohn came along with that, of course, that inflection that just pulled me in. Because see, what I found is there are going to be coaches and mentors who sow some seed in you, but you're not ready yet. That was me. I was not ready for everything Zig had to tell me in 1978. But by 1986, when Jim Rohn showed up in my life, I was ready. I'd had some success, but I had no plan. I had no system. I was hit and miss. Yep, I knew I needed to have goals, but I didn't have any written down. So when Mr. Rohn began to speak into my life, all of a sudden a young boy would begin to think bigger. So today, guys, this is sort of my tribute to Mr. Rohn, my thank you, even though I thanked him in person on several occasions. You'd always love to just have one more chance to say thanks to that special mentor or coach or person in your life. And as you sit here today, I want to share with you that you may not even know who that person is yet. Oh, some of you got them. They may be high school teachers or somebody that you met along the way, and they invested in your life. They sowed seeds in your life, but you might not be ready for what's going to happen eventually when that seed really comes up in your life. And that was me. So Mr. Rohn said things that I'd never heard anybody say. And because I was ready to pay attention, I was ready to take good notes, I captured it. I didn't understand it at the time, but I captured it anyway. He said, "Michael, profits are better than wages." I didn't really know what he meant, but I get it now. Because at the time, I was in my own little paradigm. Another great word that I learned from Stephen Covey, I'd never heard the word paradigm until 1989. When in the 7 Habits, and later on in First Things First, he talked about how we think, our frame of reference. It's how we see things, or yet, how we don't see things, because you're not ready yet. It's our perceiving and interpreting and understanding. And when Mr. Rohn said, "Michael, cultivate your style," he quickly added, "It's not about the money. It's bigger than that. It's who you will become." Wow. I didn't get it in 1986. But it didn't take me long. A few years later, I got sent home on the second day of my job. A new sales job at that classified advertising position I was talking about. I looked pretty good on my first day, but the second day I just came in, I had on like a golf shirt and some khakis or something. I thought it looked pretty good because I spent all these years as a disc jockey wearing jeans and t-shirts. So I'm like way up the ladder from that. I'm like, dude, I'm looking good. And my manager comes over to my desk and sort of leans in and says, "Michael, everybody here is expected to wear a coat and tie. I'm going to need you to go home and change." You mean like right now? Yes. So that day, I said that will never happen to me again. That's not what I want my style to be. So when people say, and they do, a little overdressed, aren't you? Yes, I am. That's my goal, always. Thank you, Mr. Rohn, for a valuable lesson. My question to you, I got time.